Let's do yes, no, not given. Okay, let's read it first. The description in the first chapter. Okay, first chapter of how New York probably looked from the air in the early 1600 lakhs interest. Okay, so first chapter is where it is given. It was an introduction and all. So here in this second paragraph of this reading, okay, Barr begins chapter 1 by taking the reader helicopter time machine ride, giving a fascinating account of how New York landscape in 1609 might have looked from the sky. So it means opposite. Okay, so here he is saying lacks interest. It means it is no. Absolutely contradiction is there. So fascinating, they have used the word. Okay, 33rd chapters 2 and 3 prepare the reader well for material yet to come. Okay, chapter 2 and 3. Okay, so in next paragraph you can see chapter 2 and 3 take the reader up to the Civil War with with chapter 2 focusing on the early development of land and the implementation of a grid system in this. Okay, focuses take the reader up to Civil War with chapter 2 focusing on early development of land, this thing. Chapter 3 focuses on land use before Civil War. Both chapters are informative and well reached and set the stage for the economic analysis that comes later in the book. Okay, chapter 2 and 3 prepare the reader. Okay, well, it was given well for material yet to come. Yes, it is, yes, absolutely yes, because here I will show you. So he was talking the things what the chapter 2 and 3 consist, and then both the chapters are informative and well researched and set the stage for the economic analysis that comes later in the book, material yet to come. Okay, that's why it is yes. 34th number. The biggest problem for many 19th century New York immigrant neighborhoods was a lack of amenity. If this was the biggest problem, then true, I mean to say yes. If there was a small, it was not a big problem, or it was a small problem like lack of amenities, then contradiction will be there. And if they are not talking about any amenities, okay, or any problem, then not given would be there. So 19th century I will be looking for. This paragraph we have done. Let's move on to the next page. So you can see I have found this 19th century in the next page. On the next page you can say 19th century word is there. The biggest problem for many 19th century. Okay, so focuses on neighborhoods, location of neighborhoods and tenements in 19th century. Burr identifies 4 primary immigrants enclaves and analyzes their locations in terms of amenities available in the area. Most of these enclaves were located on least valuable waterfront nearly. Okay, so here they are saying, question statement says the biggest problem for many. So biggest problem, there is no biggest problem, they are not talking about anything, was a lack of amenities. It means lack of amenity word is there, neighborhood is also there, but nothing they have described about the biggest problem for many 19th century. So it is not given. Okay, now let's read the 35th. In the 19th century, again I think same paragraph. New York's immigrants neighborhoods tended to concentrate around the harbor. Okay, around the harbor, let's find it. Yeah, waterfronts, they were discussing about waterfronts and all. You can just look at this. Yeah, waterfronts. Okay, most of these enclaves were located on the least valuable land between the industries located on the waterfront and the wealthy neighborhood bordering Central Park. So here what they are saying, in the 19th century New York's immigrant neighborhoods tended to concentrate around the harbor. So here tended is missing. So here they are saying between the waterfront and wealthy. So here opposite thing is given. So here they are saying concentrating around the around the harbor only. So it is no. Okay, let's move on to the next type of question we have complete the summary using the list of phrases. That's why it is important to read the instructions. So in answer you will not be writing the full thing, you will be writing only alphabets. Okay, so let's read it. The bedrock myth. Okay, in chapter 7, let's go to the chapter 7. So chapter 7, chapter 5 is there, chapter 7 is here. Okay, bedrock myth. So that's the bedrock myth. Okay, let's read it. I am folding the page like that. Okay, Burr indicates, okay, how the lack of bedrock close to the surface does not explain why skyscrapers are absent from. Okay, absent from. Okay, the assumption that the absence of, okay, absence word is also there. Absence of bedrock close to the surface between downtown and is the reason between. Okay, absent from downtown and midtown New York is the reason for skyscrapers not built between two urban centers. So it means from this or this you can choose. Okay, but of course we have to choose it from specific help box. Okay, so first one is development plans. No, they are saying some area. Okay, how the bedrock close to the surface does not explain why skyscrapers are absent from between downtown and Middletown or two urban centers. It means some area they are talking. Development plans, deep excavations, great distance, excessive expense, water level, impossible. Yeah, specific area. So I will be putting here H. Okay, so H will come here. So the next point is, he points out that although the cost of foundations increases when bedrock is deep below the surface, this cannot be regarded as when compared. Okay, let's read it. Cost of foundation. So we have done till here. Rather, Burr argues that while bedrock does increase foundation cost, okay, these costs were neither prohibitively high nor were very large. Compared word is also there. Yeah, he points out although the cost of foundations increases when bedrock is deep below, this cannot be regarded as dash, especially when compared with. Okay, cannot be. Okay, yes, it is given. Bedrock does increase foundation cost. These costs were neither prohibitively high. Okay, cannot be regarded as, so cannot they have used neither, nor were they large compared to the overall cost of building. Okay, so here if I put high, no, this is not the answer. I am just writing it and then I will find the word from the list of words. And overall cost also, compared to the overall cost. Okay, now overall cost, what we can do, I will erase it later on. Okay, so here let's find it from the list. High cannot be regarded as a high development because we are talking about cost. Okay, so cost of foundations. Excessive expense, so here answer will be D, not this. Okay, especially when compared to overall cost. Okay, overall cost means total kind of things. Development plans, no. Excessive, water level, so excessive we have done, this we have done. Construction, deep, yes, total expenditure is there, so this is I will come. This is not the answer, I will erase it. Okay, so let's move on to the next. A particularly enjoyable part of the chapters was Burns' account of how foundations are built. He describes not only, okay, how are made possible by use of sections. Okay, let's go to the paragraph. Yeah, this we were doing it. Okay, this word I am going to find it, then I will be getting the location. Yeah, this word is here. Yes, let's read it. Okay, he describes not only account of how foundations are built. Okay, when I enjoyed the most about this chapter, Burr's discussion of how foundations are actually built. Okay, how foundations are built, this is also there. He describes same thing, the uses of sections, possible use of sections which enable workers to dig down. He describes not only how are made possible but also, okay, which enable workers to dig down for considerable distances, often below the water table, until they reach. Okay, technological history discusses. Okay, this is the sentence we are getting. Not only how Sessions work, but also the dangers involved. How Sessions work, but also dangers involved. But also discusses their dangers. I think here dangers we can fit. And but here he describes not only how are made possible. Okay, he describes the use of Sessions which enables workers to dig down. How dig down, okay, are made possible. Okay, let's write here dig down. But this is not the answer. I am going to find it from the list of words over there. So dig down and discusses their dangers involved. Okay. So dig down, development plans, no. Excessive, this we have done. Water level, no, water level can't be there. Construction guidelines, deep excavation, yeah, dig down means this, B will come. Okay. So, and here but also discusses about danger, they were talking. Great distance, associated risk, dangers will come with, will fit with this. So these are the answer. Just a minute. So these are the answers for these H 36 and 37D. This is I, B, F. So these are the answers for these questions. So in this way we have completed this reading. Building the Skyline and Birth and Growth of Manhattan Skyscrapers.